Coming up, a major winter storm appears to be headed our way, and we will recap Governor Andy Beshear's State of the Commonwealth address.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. This time tomorrow night, we could be dealing with dangerous roads, several inches of snow on the ground, and bitter cold temperatures. A winter storm warning goes into effect late tomorrow morning for much of Kentucky. Meteorologist Evan Hatter has the latest on this severe weather alert day. Evan?
That's right. Still watching the potential for that snow to begin to move in as early as sometime tomorrow morning. At this rate, though, outside right now, all is quiet as we head through the overnight hours. I-64 at Moorhead, a pleasant drive right now. We actually take you back. We have a winter storm warning in effect for everybody, every single person in the viewing area under that winter storm warning in that pink color as we head from tomorrow through tomorrow night. One more camera view to show you this evening. London Corbin Airport, they're already at 40. Those temperatures continue to drop as we've headed through the nighttime hours, and we're going to continue to see that. Highs today got up into the 50s, many of us down into the 40s and already upper 30s. And you notice as you head toward Lexington, they're already below freezing. That's headed our way. Even with clouds moving in, so's the cold air. We're going to be down into the upper 20s for overnight lows tonight, even with those clouds on the increase. I'll have the latest on timing and totals coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
All right, Evan, thank you. Power crews say they are ready to deal with whatever happens tomorrow. Kentucky Power and Jackson Energy cooperative officials say their trucks are serviced and gassed up, along with in-house and contract workers on standby if the snow does knock out power. They say if your power does go out, try to be patient.
If it's a drier snow, then we should fare pretty well. It's the wet, heavy snows that weigh down lines that cause problems for us. So fingers crossed that we are in good shape for the rest of this week.
If it starts getting cold in your house, officials say to try and bundle up more and to avoid using space heaters if you can, because they consume the most energy. We will have snow coverage and the latest closings on the WYMT News app. We already have more than 50 closings. If you have not downloaded the app, just take a picture of the code on your screen with your phone. This will take you to a link to our news app that you can download. You can always find the latest closings and delays there, along with breaking news alerts. We encourage you to download both the WYMT News and weather apps. And of course, we'll also have the latest here online and on social media. Well, despite challenges and tragedies Kentucky has faced in the last year, Governor Andy Beshear says the state of the Commonwealth is strong. Tonight, he delivered his State of the Commonwealth address, where he called on lawmakers to focus on bettering Kentucky, continuing economic momentum, and avoiding anger or division. Chad Hedrick has a recap.
Our Commonwealth is strong. It is strong because we are strong.
Signs of optimism from Governor Beshear Wednesday night after a year of adversity, saying despite the challenges in 2021, Kentucky is not backing down.
We care deeply for one another. And while they may knock us down, no tornado, no pandemic, no flood, no ice storm can break us, because we do not break.
This is the third legislative session in a row to be impacted by the pandemic. Last year, the governor's address was virtual. In his address Wednesday, he says Kentucky has the tools to defeat the virus and encourages everyone to use them.
Right now, people can drive or even walk to multiple locations where they can receive free of charge COVID testing or a vaccination or a booster. Get your booster.
After the address, House and Senate Republican leaders were asked specifically about the pandemic as cases rise at record rates.
Naturally, you're going to be alarmed. I think both of us have advocated that individuals need to take the shots. People need to realize this is here, and we're going to have to deal with it. We're going to have to move forward. We can't sit back and quarantine and stay in the house and not live. We've got to get out and move this economy, move this state, move our education systems forward.
That was Chad Hedrick reporting. As the governor ended his speech tonight, he called on lawmakers to continue the unity that we've seen in the last few weeks after the tornadoes. House Speaker David Osborne says he, Senate President Stivers, and Governor Beshear have had conversations, especially in the last few weeks, regarding recovery from the severe weather. A man is behind bars after police say he left his 1-month-old baby in a running car for more than an hour without supervision. Police arrested 28-year-old Charles William Chamberlain near London yesterday afternoon. Police say they were called to look into a person who was acting out of control. When they arrived, police say they found Chamberlain to be under the influence. It was while they were arresting Chamberlain that they discovered the 1-month-old baby in the car. Chamberlain is charged with public intoxication and endangering the welfare of a minor. The search continues for a Perry County father and daughter reported missing to Kentucky State Police. 69-year-old Dale Williams and his 43-year-old daughter Misty Williams were last seen on January 3rd. Dale was wearing a black jacket and blue jeans, and Misty was wearing a white shirt with blue jeans. KSP is actively searching for the two.
We also have shared the post as well on our post Facebook page. It's under Trooper Gayhart. You can go on there and you can make an anonymous tip or comment on that post as well.
KSP did find the family's car on Monday, but there's been no new evidence since then. West Virginia State Police are investigating an officer-involved shooting that took place in Mingo County yesterday afternoon, taking the life of one man. It followed a police chase involving a flatbed truck that began in Pike County. Marley Pinchot spoke with the victim's cousin following the deadly shooting. He says he's not talked to him in 10 years, but he says he was still family who will be missed.
The rush of traffic mixed with police sirens Tuesday, forcing drivers to hit the brakes. Kentucky State Police say they responded to a call of a stolen vehicle. It happened to be an international flatbed truck stolen from Mingo County. Kentucky troopers say when they came in contact with the driver of the vehicle, they drove off and struck a marked cruiser. State Police with Kentucky say a pursuit took place after that, which traveled through several communities of Pike County. Troopers say the chase eventually stopped once the driver entered into Edgarton, West Virginia. According to a social media post from the Mingo County Sheriff's Office, following the pursuit, there was an officer-involved shooting in the Lynn area that did include one of the suspects from the pursuit. According to West Virginia State Police, Robert Lee Daniels Jr. of Freeburn, Kentucky, died following the officer-involved shooting.
We could see the blue light from over there.
Freeburn's cousin, who did not want to be shown on camera, says he was stopped in traffic following the aftermath of the officer-involved shooting.
It kind of hurt me, but, nothing we can do.
A missing piece of his family, he says, will be missed.
That was Marley Pinchot reporting. The officer-involved shooting is being investigated by the West Virginia State Police. We are working to find out more about the events that led up to the shooting. Betsy Lane Elementary in Floyd County canceled classes to celebrate the life of a longtime teacher today. Christine Hamilton was in her 30th year as a teacher's aide at Betsy Lane Elementary when she died of a non-COVID related illness. Hamilton even continued to work through the illness for a month before missing her first day of class in her 30 years at BLE and died shortly after. Hamilton's co-workers say her zeal for life and eagerness to love the children she interacted with made her a joy to work with and a close friend.
She was always greeting them with a smile. She knew each one of them by name, not just the children in her room, but all over the school. She would pick up the slack anywhere it was needed in the school. She was just always corralling them in the hallway and being funny and laughing with them. And she talked to them as if they were her own children.
BLE faculty and staff say Hamilton will be part of the Bobcat family forever. Martin County Judge Executive Victor Sloan announced last month that he would not run for election this year because the cancer he previously battled had returned, and less than 1 month later, he died, leaving a community to mourn a loss while celebrating a man they say always moved them forward. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more from his final trip through the town he served for nearly 2 decades.
A man with passion passion and purpose.
Victor's optimism was so contagious. You just couldn't help but get on board with something that he believed in.
Devoted to serving the Martin County community he called home.
He was passionate. He loved our people. He loved his calling to be a teacher and then a servant leader here.
Victor Sloan stepped into the role of judge executive during a time of need for his community last year. With nearly 20 years as a magistrate, a background in education and coaching, and a lifetime of building relationships and connections.
That Victor made an impact. We've had calls in this office from groups across the state that worked with Victor, that knew him, and he brought a smile to people's faces.
Those who love him say his entire life's work was about creating and seizing opportunity.
His whole mindset and the way that he lived his life for me and what I witnessed was, let's be part of the solution.
Something he worked toward even in his last days, as he battled cancer before dying Sunday.
We honor him by the way that we have learned things from him and can live those out. And that is simply being to love our community, to serve our community, and to leave a legacy.
And though friends and family gathered to say goodbye Wednesday, the work he began is far from over.
Victor would be mad at us if we let up now, so we're going to do our part to carry out his vision to fruition.
As the legacy he leaves,
we're hoping and looking for good things for Martin County here in the future,
lives on in those who push forward in his memory. In Martin County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Deputy Judge Colby Kirk says Sloan was dedicated to family, community, tourism, and economic development, including adventure tourism efforts and preservation projects. Those efforts, Kirk said, will continue in his memory. Coming up on Mountain News at 11, just like the Commonwealth, COVID-19 cases are skyrocketing across the nation. Why health experts are worried it will still get worse.
And I've got the latest from Future View on timing and totals as more snow heads our way, coming right up. Don't go away.
So if I buy this today, I get free service for life?
Something like that. Congratulations.
Thanks. What is this?
Oh, it's standard. It's in the contract.
So I get all this for free?
Yeah, something like that.
I trust you too.
You can keep the pen.
Everything okay?
I'm just looking for the string.
The books are 100% free. No strings attached.
All the books an undergraduate will need, all free.
Got me in again. Do you have a fixer-upper? We can help you with that. We got doors, insulation, trim, pole-barn kit, and of course metal. If you need to flip your house, come see my papa at Taylor Metal. Here you go, buddy.
Taylor Metal's been serving the area for over 20 years. We have 2 locations and deliver all over the region and other states.
Because we got you covered.
Battles aren't won solely on the field. Battles are won within. Over enemies of fear. Enemies of doubt. In that place where promises are kept. In the heart of every Marine, you'll find a promise. A promise of battles won.
WYMT weather, sponsored by Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust.
Well, I do know we have some snow lovers out there, and we finally have a forecast I think they're going to love.
Indeed.
While others are going to hate.
Growing up, snow lovers camp, right?
Yeah.
Want to get out of school, but now that you work at these events, it's
right. We have to work hard when these things happen.
Yeah, you can't just go play out in the snow. So it looks like we've got several opportunities for that, at least heading into the daytime hours tomorrow. So let's get right to it, shall we? It's going to be a long forecast. Active weather alerts, the winter storm warning in effect for everybody as we head through the nighttime hours really the daytime hours tomorrow through tomorrow night. Of course, if you don't have that WYMT weather app, go ahead, you scan that code with your phone, just like the news app earlier. Scan that code with your phone, and you will be able to get the latest warnings and watches as they come out, and of course our latest forecast as well. Temperatures already cooling off to our north and west. Upper 30s to low 40s here. Low 30s already moving into portions of the bluegrass on the backside of this front. Slow pressure over Texas. It's going to be our big weather maker heading into tomorrow. So let's time it out. By tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, or tomorrow, this is actually tonight. By tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., upper 30s, or upper 20s, I should say, to near 30, even with cloud cover. That should give you an indication of just how cold the air mass is. By late morning, starting to see the first flakes start across parts of west and south central Kentucky. That overspreads the entire region. As we head into the daytime hours tomorrow by 1 o'clock, about half the region at least starting to see those flakes. And we'll have timing, the more, breakout timing here in just a second. But either way, afternoon and evening, the prime time for the snowfall. Some of this could be moderate to heavy at times, mid and upper 20s out there. So we're not going to have to deal with sleet, freezing rain, anything like that. It's going to be all snow throughout the entire event. And that's key in keeping those totals as high as we expect them to be over the next 24 hours or so. We continue through the evening hours, finally pushing that snow out as we head into tomorrow night, the last of it pushing on out. Then the bitter cold moves in. If your school's not already closed for Friday, I wouldn't shock me if it was, because we're dealing with wake-up temperatures Friday morning in the low teens and upper single digits. We only get into the mid-20s by Friday afternoon, and another chilly night Friday night and into Saturday. So that snowfall forecast, 2 to 4 inches across the western part of the area, but the latest data indicating we may need to push that 3 to 5 over into that region. And same thing, pushing that 5 to 8 a little bit further to the east. In the pink area here, you see for much of the area, I think the highest totals, the 7-8 inches in our very highest elevations. And the Weather Prediction Center puts out their winter weather impact, their winter storm impact metric here, and it has the entire region just about in that moderate risk. Western part of the area by 9 o'clock to noon tomorrow to start that snow, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. for the central portion of the area, and then by the time we head into the eastern parts of the far eastern parts of Kentucky, into the big sandy southwest Virginia, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., and then we should be winding it down as we head into the late evening hours. So on that extended forecast where your weekend is always in view, it's going to be a chilly day on Friday, but dry. We boost those temperatures back up well above freezing by Saturday, and then we're going to continue to see the potential for a couple of showers on Sunday, rain showers I might add, before a much colder forecast as we head into the beginning of next week. So we'll be here tracking everything from overnight all the way through tomorrow night. Steve?
All right. It's going to be a busy day tomorrow. Thank you very much, Evan. Today, the Commonwealth shattered another record when it comes to new COVID cases. The state reported 9,807 new cases today, nearly 10,000, bringing our case total to 895,370. There were 29 new deaths reported, putting the Commonwealth's death toll now at 12,284. The positivity rate also hit a new record at 22.89%. You can always find the latest COVID information on our website at WYMT.com. As COVID-19 spreads wildly, thousands of schools across the country have canceled classes or are returning to remote learning. A new CDC forecast says cases and hospitalizations will likely increase in the coming weeks, with D.C., New Jersey, Florida, Georgia, New York, and Maryland seeing the highest rates. The 7-day average of daily cases is up 98% from the previous week. Earlier this week, Senator Rand Paul announced he was quitting YouTube. He cited censorship concerns. The Kentucky senator says he will only return to the platform to criticize it or to let his audience know where they can see his content. Paul acknowledges that the private company has every right to censor him, but still doesn't agree with it.
I think it's galling and arrogant. They censored one of my speeches that I gave on the floor of the Senate, and then they've said that I cannot say to people that cloth masks don't work. Well, they don't work, and I'm trying to save lives. If your grandmother's 80 years old and she has COVID and your grandfather's taking care of her, guess what? If they want to be safe, you should tell them the honest truth. The N95 mask works a lot better.
The senator has created a new video content site on Rumble. We asked him if he saw himself quitting Twitter anytime soon. He says he hasn't made a decision there yet, but says Twitter is unfair. Still to come at 11, some happy news for one candle factory worker out in western Kentucky amid the tornado destruction.
WYMT News app offers alerts on breaking stories as they happen, customized to the categories you choose. The WYMT News app, powered by Appalachian Wireless.
As health professionals, we're on your side.
We do everything we can to keep your kids happy and healthy so they can do great things.
We encourage you to immunize your kids up to age 18 because the facts are clear.
Childhood immunizations are a safe and simple way to prevent illness.
Sé el héroe que tus hijos necesitan hoy para que ellos sean héroes mañana.
Ask your child's healthcare provider about the benefits of childhood immunization.
A warm DQ biscuit. A sizzling Pernell sausage patty. This sausage biscuit sandwich is the ultimate breakfast. A warm DQ biscuit. A sizzling Pernell sausage patty. This sausage biscuit sandwich is the ultimate breakfast. Whoa, deja vu. Oh wait, you get both. Deja biscuits. Stop by today to get the DQ sausage biscuit twin pack. DQ, happy tastes good.
It's $5 days this Friday and Saturday. Save big on items store-wide.
This Friday and Saturday, save on Pick 5 meat, Pick 5 produce, Food Club shredded cheese, and more.
Everyday Food City.
Watch the Appalachian Wireless Game of the Week as the Knox Central Panthers battle the Harlan County Black Bears this Thursday night on HNI and WYMT.com. The WYMT News app offers alerts on breaking stories as they happen, customized to the categories you choose. The WYMT News app, powered by Appalachian Wireless.
A big day for a Mayfield candle worker who was injured and trapped under tornado debris. Jim Douglas is on the road to recovery. The hospital staff says he made a lot of progress during his stay thanks to his positive attitude, and he is getting out just in time for his birthday. Douglas says he leaned on his faith to get him out of the rubble.
I prayed for God to get me out, and then after I was there for a couple hours, I prayed for him just to take me home because I couldn't take the pain anymore. But he chose to answer the first prayer, and he got me out of there.
Douglas says he's fortunate to be going back home to a house. His home was not destroyed during the tornado like so many others. Coming up in sports, one Kentucky wide receiver has decided whether or not to stay in Lexington. Sports is next.
All Kentucky driver licensing is moving from circuit clerk offices in every county
to regional offices.
And the new regional offices offer more licensing choices than ever before.
Get a driver's license valid for 4 years.
or 8 years.
Get a real ID or a standard license.
Renew online
or in person.
You can even visit any regional office you'd like. It's next level licensing.
Learn more at drive.ky.gov. Watch the Appalachian Wireless Game of the Week as the Knox Central Panthers battle the Harlan County Black Bears this Thursday night on HNI and WYMT.com.
WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports. Sponsored by Pikeville Medical Center. Together, we rise.
Following his legendary performance at the Citrus Bowl, Kentucky wide receiver Wan'Dale Robinson said it wouldn't be long before he made a decision on his future. He announced in a tweet Wednesday evening that he will be leaving UK and declaring for the NFL draft. Robinson's one season in Lexington was certainly a memorable one, breaking the single-season receiving yards record with 1,334 yards and becoming the first Wildcat receiver to have more than 100 catches in a season with 104. And, of course, no one will forget the final drive of the Citrus Bowl with the clutch catches he made there. He's certainly leaving big shoes to fill at UK. All over the Commonwealth, all A Classic tournaments continue. No active tournament more loaded than this week's 15th Region Girls Tournament. Let's go on to Pikeville. UK commit Cassidy Rowe and Shelby Valley taking on the Martin County Lady Cardinals. First possession, Rowe looking for a move. Jazzy Mead on the corner. She pulls the trigger from beyond the arc, and it's good. Cats strike first, but the Cards strike right back. Jalea responds with a 3, and it's good, but that's as good as it would get for Martin County. Later in the first, Rowe on the fast break. This time she does it herself from mid-range. Wildcats take the lead. Lady Cards trying to get something going here, but it's stolen by Jazzy Mead. She gets it to Cassidy Rowe, who finds Alyssa Ellswick under the basket for an easy bucket. Cats rolling. Then late in the second, check this play out. Ellswick blocks a would-be layup, and then it gets back to Rowe, and then she'll throw the no-look pass to Ellswick, who gets the basket under the bucket. Big win for the Lady Cats, 59-36 over Martin County. So here's what that means in the 15th region. Jenkins also won on a buzzer beater over Betsy Lane, so they'll play Shelby Valley on Friday after Pikeville plays Prestonsburg. The championship is set for Saturday at 7 at Appalachian Wireless Arena. Well, it's not often you get a title rematch in the quarterfinals in the All-A Classic, but over the 14th region, that's just how it turned out with Knott Central and Owsley County. It's the Lady Patriots paying a visit to Boonville to take on the Lady Owls. Let's start in the second quarter. Lady Pats up 5 when Allie Hall drains the triple. That made it 19-11. Knott up 14 now. Padding their lead with a basket by Haley Combs right there. That was a nice little shot. Knott Central up 29-13. They lead 38-20 at halftime, third quarter. Lady Owls trying to find their way back. Addison Terry gets into the paint and scores 43-24 Knott. Then it's Carly Smith driving and dishing to Carissa Schaus. She gets the deuce in close. Lady Owls still playing hard at home, but Knott Central would not be denied. Kelsey Noble cashes in on the inbounds play and gets 2 right there. Knott Central takes this one 66-55. Well, how about the Knott Central boys? They're up in Campton taking on Wolfe County. Fourth quarter, Pats with the lead. Hunter Haddocks to Kaiser Sloan, and he'll get the nice bucket. Not up a couple of possessions right there. Wolfe County says, I'll see you and raise you. Wilgus Tolson from beyond the arc, and it's money. Wolves down 1 after that, but not for long. Sawyer Thompson with the nice spin move, mid-range jumper. That ties it up. And then next possession, Levi Mayab will take it from the corner. Tray ball right there. Wolfe County takes the lead. And Patriots with one last crack at trying to tie it up. Jaden Hall's shot is no good as time expires. So the Wolves advance to the Final Four of the 14th Region All-A, 46-43 over Knott Central. On the boys' side, still, big one in Jackson, Breathitt County and Cordia. This would be a dogfight early. Austin Sperry trying to set something up, finds Jalen Turner, and he gets the nice layup to go. Cordia would show some firepower, though. Here's Greg Brooks. He shoots the 3. It's no good, but Nas Welch is there with the rebound, step back, and put back. Lions roaring from beyond the arc just before half. Preview of coming attractions. Combs gets it to fall from 3. Bobcats go in the locker room up 5. Second half, Luke Bellamy to Bryce Hoskins. Money right there. Lions, they're still fighting, though. Here's Niles Welch again with the sweet layup. Euro step there. They're fighting, but Breathitt gonna breath it. Hoskins with the spin move and bucket to go up 7 right there, and they'll never look back. Breathitt wins a high-scoring game, 104-91. Let's finish up right here in Hazard. It's the Bulldogs playing host to Lee County. Pick it up in the second quarter. Hazard up 8 when Andrew Ford dishes to Chris Jones, and he gets the layup to fall. 25-15 Dogs. Hazard with it again. Dawson Duff misses the shot in close, but Jones is there with the putback. Bobcats have to burn a timeout after that. Lee County searching for answers. They get one here. It's Zach Watterson hitting a cutting Dylan No for a two right there. Then how about the two-man game? It's Jack Fox on the give and go to James Moore. He gets the hoop plus the harm. Three-point play the old-fashioned way. Just too much Hazard in this one, though. Caleb Morris gets the deflection, then saves it to Duff. Duff gets the bucket. But how about the hustle from Mr. Morris right there? Tremendous effort. Hazard notches their 9th win of the season, 87-67. So here's what this means on the boys' side. Wolfe County will face Hazard, and Breathitt County will face Leslie County in the semifinals. And on the girls' side, Knott Central will face Buckhorn. They beat Lee County today, and Breathitt County will face Leslie County there. The semifinals and finals, both boys and girls, will be Saturday and Sunday at Knott Central. That's sports. We're back after this.
Why do more people trust Baptist Health with their hearts? It's because we put you at the center of everything we do. From our treatment innovations and skilled teams who deliver care that revolves around your unique needs, to our full circle approach that keeps us by your side at every step. This is heart care that helps you return to the things your life revolves around.
Injured in an accident. If you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you don't have an attorney, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to tell you what your case is potentially worth. Hello, I'm Gina, along with spokesperson Rob. Rob, tell the folks at home who should be calling right now.
Well, just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, give us a call right now, and we're going to let you know what your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Rob. So what kind of calls have we been seeing today?
Well, Gina, we're getting calls from all types of accidents today. Work accidents, slip and falls, truck accidents, and most commonly, car accidents. So if you were injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, take that first step, pick up that phone and give us a call. We're going to answer your questions, and we'll let you know how much money you can get for your accident.
Thanks, Rob. All right, folks at home, you heard it. Go ahead, don't hesitate, take that first step and call now.
It's the most natural thing for me to dance, but I was tripping and I was falling and didn't even know what multiple sclerosis was.
When I perform, I really love connecting with people. It's definitely cool to be able to give someone an experience through virtual reality.
Oh my God. I dream sometimes and I see that.
Investigate TV tackles the top topics. When your health is compromised, we investigate. Corporate greed exposed. The powerful held accountable with in-depth journalism led by award-winning journalist Lee Zurich. Download Investigate TV for your Roku and Amazon Fire devices.
Walker.
Walker.
Well, speak of the devil.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Finally, Spain will consider a pet's welfare when couples divorce or break up. The decision follows similar moves in France and Portugal. In October, a Madrid judge gave joint custody of a dog to an unmarried couple who sought a court ruling on whom the pet should stay with after they separated. The dog spends a month with each of them, and both are legally responsible. Well, Evan, it's still looking pretty good for a decent snowfall tomorrow.
Indeed. Many locations could see at least 4 inches, maybe half a foot. There's our last look at our snow forecast there. 2 to 4 inches, the western part of the area, then 3 to 5 in the central part of the area. and 5 to 8, especially in those highest elevations, far southeast Kentucky into southwest Virginia. Those totals may need to be shifted up, though. Brandon Robinson will have the latest from the overnight. The timing on that, far west, late morning to midday to early afternoon, and then in the far east in the early to mid-afternoon. But either way, it's looking like a snowy forecast for our Thursday. And we'll keep it going with cold temperatures Thursday night and into Friday. So prepare for some bitter cold.
All right, Evan, thank you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Cold Bears next. Good night.